One of the UK's biggest consumer appliances company, Dyson, is all set to launch its products in India later this year. It plans to open 20 stores on major cities across the country over the next 2 years. CNBC TV 18's Sanjay Suri caught up with founder Sir James Dyson and asked him about what plans are brewing at the company specifically as far as India is concerned.
We hope to launch there before the end of the year, but we're still waiting for our license, but we're very much looking forward to it.
And to do what? Air purifiers or vacuum cleaners?
Well, everything we make, which is our air purifiers, coolers, and they also heat you if you're very cold, but they chill you and purify the air. And it's interesting because actually there's more pollution inside your home than there is outside your home.
You've been to India and you've seen what the air of Delhi can be like. Are you confident that your air purifiers could really do something to clean up the air inside a home in Delhi for no fault of the air purifier?
Well, of course. That's exactly what we make these for. And by the way, the air inside the home in Delhi is probably no worse than it is in London.
You know, let's face it, your cleaners do clean up a fair bit of the wallet as well. How are you planning to price your products in India? Dollar for dollar, same as here?
The same as here. We don't design down to a price, so we're not for everybody in that sense. But we put in the technology that we think works really well, and that's what we're keen on doing, making a product that works really well, that is not designed down to a price.
Are you seeing India as a market to sell to, or would you also consider India for production down the line, the way you have Singapore and Malaysia?
Yes, I think we might well do that, and the first step might be as a place to develop products, to develop technology, artificial intelligence and that sort of thing. So we very much want to work in India.
Well, we do hear that Britain will look beyond the EU and look at Commonwealth countries. India, of course, is the biggest of those. Is your move into India an expression of that idea?
Yeah, very much so, because I'm old enough to remember when we joined the common market, and my father fought in India during the war, well in Burma, but he was based in India. And I was deeply embarrassed when we went into Europe because we were excluding the Commonwealth. And for example, a German student at a British university pays £9,000, and an Indian one or an Australian one or Canadian one pays £27,000, and I find that deeply embarrassing. We're forced to take European immigrants, but that means we can't take Commonwealth immigrants because we're overcome. So I'm very pleased that we're getting our sovereignty back, and we can make the right decisions for ourselves, and we can reconnect with the Commonwealth if they'll allow us to, if you will allow us to.
Well, not many people summon the kind of memory you have, sadly, but coming back to your cleaners, you speak of contributing 12 billion rupees to the Indian economy over the next 5 years. Just what does that mean?
It means that we're contributing 12 billion rupees. It means we're paying tax, we're employing people, we're spending money promoting our products, we're making shops. So we're putting 150 million pounds or 15 billion rupees into the Indian economy.
How do you see the world as a part of the world that cleans with Dyson and the rest of the world that waits for it?
Yes, I mean we tend to have gone to developed countries first that already have a history of using vacuum cleaners, but that's breaking down, and China hasn't, like India, hasn't really had a history of using vacuum cleaners, but we're selling lots of vacuum cleaners there because ours is a very different type of vacuum cleaner which answers modern day problems and modern day lifestyles.
Well, time for a break here on IBH Plus, but when we return, a special conversation with slam poet Aranya Johar, who rose to fame with her poetry Brown Girl's Guide to Gender. Stay tuned for that.